Hi, Dr. Garima here again. It's a beautiful Saturday. The weather in Dubai is nice and it's windy today. You can see by my hair flying here and there. Uh, two, three of my patients cancelled because they are down with influenza rather. Myself, I'm having a bit of cold, but I'm seeing off late my staff, my nurses, my reception. Everybody is having some sort of cold. Children are having so much bad cold and cough, and when that happens, going to the dentist is the last thing you want to do. So it's a rare off time that I'm having. So I thought, why not shoot a video of something interesting that I've often been asked. It's not regarding dentistry particularly, but yeah, very much dentists are concerned about it. Not only dentists, in general, So the topic that I want to speak about today is financial education. Doctors are taught how to treat, how to earn. They are not taught often how to invest, where to invest, how to save, what good decisions to be made to achieve a good lifestyle and a secure future. So the other day, my brother were asking me that, Didi, are we having a good time? So I was like, what is a good time? Suddenly some muhurat is gonna come, or some day is gonna dawn upon us saying that it's a good time. No, a good time is when you are healthy, when you are financially sufficient. I don't mean rich or wealthy or lavish kind of luxury. You are financially sufficient, meaning even if you don't earn, you'll sustain yourself at least for a year. You have enough passive income, that is the income that you earn without going to work, at least covers minimum half of your expenses at this age. That's the age between 30 to 35, because eventually you will increase, and by the time you feel like retiring, you'll have enough passive income to take care of your expenses. You have parents, and they are healthy. You have invested in good opportunities which are low risk, and you'll get your return. And you have good friends with whom you can share. You have good family partners. That is having a good time. And yeah, most importantly, you're having work. I always advocate, no matter how much you have money, you should work. Working after a point of life has got nothing to do with how much you make. It's purely use of your skill. It keeps you updated. It gives you self confidence. You contribute to the society and make world a better place rather than just indulging in yourself. So, if you have all of these things, then you can be anywhere in the world and you'll be having a good time, irrespective of the economic conditions of that place, irrespective of what is happening in the neighbor's house. You'll be having a good time. So speaking of that, see, education. I'm speaking for all the middle class people, okay, which includes myself. We who are trying to reach to the upper middle class and finally the rich class of people. When I say upper middle class and rich class, I don't mean the materialistic things that we own. I mean basic necessities we have, like we have a house, we have a decent car, we have enough money to pay for our children's schools. We can go outside in restaurant without thinking, oh, can I spend like 50 100 dirhams on eating if I feel like. I mean that kind of freedom. And you have a decent amount in the bank. I often see that people know how to earn, but they just cannot manage their finances. Some of them don't even have a proper savings account. They'll be keeping all their money just in the current account. So I thought, let me just educate you all a bit, as I was doing a few months ago to my younger sister who just did her MBA, and yet she did not know the basic difference between a credit card and a debit card. I'm like, glad you asked. I was also at that position at one point of time, and I was scared by my parents that credit cards are very bad and you should never use them. See, if you have a proper knowledge of something and you use it wisely, it can actually favor you. So, my suggestion is learn about these things. Learn about when to use a credit card, when not to use it, what is credit shield, how you have to set timelines to pay off your credit card bills. I'm not asking you to live on credit. I'm asking you to use a decent credit card which has a lot of offers so that you're actually saving money on it. You have so many cards which offer you cashbacks, you know, you actually save it. My suggestion is, for example, if you're earning 1000 rupees a month, I'm giving a small calculation. Save 500 of it directly as a saving. If you're starting in your career, aim to have a good FD, that's a fixed deposit, because that is the money, even though you may earn a little less interest, but it's your money and it's not going to go anywhere. And people often underestimate the value of compounding. Your FD keeps on renewing. In a matter of 10 years, it's double the amount, and 10 years go like this. I understand the depreciation of the currency and the economy, but having a good bank balance, you know, which you can go to without asking anybody when a situation arises, gives you such immense self confidence. It changes the way you think, the way you carry yourself, and it's happened to me. I started with zero, literally zero. Once I had a decent bank balance, I saw a change in my, security feeling. Like, I'm a very low risk investor. So earlier in my years, I just saved and saved and saved. Now that when I feel okay, even if I don't earn for 1 year, I'll be good off. Then I think of, okay, should I open a business? Should I invest in something else? Should I go in real estate? Or various other things. But don't just run behind it because of the FOMO that your friends may approach you to, or certain people asking you to invest in mutual funds when you don't have a backup. It's utter stupidity to take whatever savings you have and put it in something which you don't understand properly. People sometimes invest a huge amount in mutual funds thinking that, wow, it's going to give me a good return. It's subjected to market conditions, and look at what market conditions we are having currently. Everything is going into recession. So now if you need of money, if you have not saved and you try to get that money which you have put in the mutual fund, they will charge you a hefty penalty for withdrawing it earlier than your maturity date. Plus, there's no guarantee that whatever projections they gave you of, say, 30%, 40% return, you'll actually get it. They might just say it's subjected to market conditions and the market has crashed. So you may actually not get your money, even the principal amount that you invested, or very few of the interest on top of it, which will make you think, oh, this was such a waste. I could have, utilized it in a better way. The golden rule of investing in markets, share markets, equities, etc., is that you should be comfortable in thinking, even if that money has been burnt off, you will not lose your sleep over it. That is the golden rule. There is no point of you taking stress after investing and looking at it daily. Oh, is it increased or is it decreased? Why? That means you are investing so much of your energy on something which you are not sure of, and you're taking additional stress with it where you could have done something better with it. Invest in FDs in the start. Save money first so that you always have something to rely upon. Then, when you start earning more, you can invest in all these things. You can dabble, you can take risks, you can do adventures with it, you can experiment with it, because that's how you will learn. But do a proper research before doing that. Another thing which I have often observed is the world today, especially the Western culture, is run by so much of greed. Oh, this bag is so nice. Oh, this cosmetic is so nice. Okay, but do you want it or do you need it? There is a very big difference in these two words. Warren Buffett, I think it was his quote, if I'm not mistaken. If you keep buying those things which you don't need, there will be a time where you have to sell those things which you need. It's a very powerful sentence. Don't just keep on holding on stuff just because the rest of the world seems like doing it. And when I say rest of the world, nobody actually goes and meets all the people in the world. It's humanly impossible. Rest of the world means a certain set of group of people, maybe 100 for you. I don't think so. Any human in a lifetime knows more than 500, 1000 people, and closely they know max 100 people, not more than that. So your world becomes those 100 people, okay? So don't do blindly what others are doing. They may not be financially well educated and would be just following their desires and needs. And you'll end up taking just to fit in the group or to satisfy your desire and then have buyer's remorse, but the damage is done. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars or something on a certain materialistic item if you don't need it. If you need it, fair enough. If you follow this mentality whenever you're buying anything, do I want it or do I need it? You will be so well financially off, not only yourself, but your family, because you will be inculcating this and passing on to the next generation, which is very well needed. You invest in skills. I always attend seminars, conferences. I will pay hefty amounts for this because I know I'm going to get that knowledge. That knowledge I'm going to put in my practice and I'm going to gain more out of it. Plus, I'll be feeling better also because, okay, I updated my knowledge. And as doctors, we are in a very powerful position to heal other people. So, getting more knowledge is not only good in a general altruistic way, but it's also good for your skill and your job, and someday you will have a business for that. Invest in your skills. Materialistic things will come and go. You know, you may be the king or queen of some country. When you'll go away, you won't be able to carry the cloth that you're wearing it. The only thing that will go is your experiences. Indulge in that, spend in that when appropriate. So I feel if you follow this mentality, you'll always be having a good time. You'll always be in a good position. And you'll never have to suffer or beg or ask or request someone. I hope this is whatever I'm trying to convey to the young generation who often are not well educated at home regarding finances. Parents think that I've sent my child to school and that's about it. They learn everything. No, school and college will teach you how to earn. They'll teach you how to be a good employee. To a certain extent, a good employer. But they will never teach you how to invest, how to save, when to save, what all things you should study. And especially us doctors have like zero financial exposure. Like, we can just say, okay, for this procedure this is the cost, but then once the money comes in, boy, what to do with it? Now doctors earn good, so it's more responsible that we should spend wisely and educate other people around us. I wish somebody would have done the same to me, but I want to pass on this to other people. So there it is. Leave your comments, how you feel about it, what is your experience, add on to it, guide me too. Have a nice day. Bye bye.